Chapter 12 True Devotion. Chhatrapati Shivaji was one of the bravest, most progressive and sensible rulers of India, the founder of the Maratha kingdom. Shivaji was born to be a natural leader and fighter. On 19th February 1630, in the prestigious Shivneri fort, Shivaji established the royal name for himself in history. With his administrative skills, by upholding the Swaraj values and the Maratha heritage. He was known for his bravery and tactics, with which he won numerous wars against the Mughals. But there is another side of Shivaji's personality which shows his humble nature and devotion towards his guru. It reflects a perfect blend of diplomacy, courage, and nobility. Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj was a very faithful devotee of his Guru Samarth Ramdas Swami. So he was his Guru's favorite disciple. Guru Samarth used to love him more than the other disciples. Seeing this, the other disciples of Guru Samarth started to feel that since Shivaji Maharaj is a king, he is Guru's favorite. Guru Samarth decided to remove this misunderstanding of his disciples. One day, Guru Samarth took all his disciples to the forest. In the forest, they lost their way. Guru Samarth went into a cave and pretended that he was having severe pain in the abdomen. The disciples entered the cave and saw that Guru Samarth was groaning with pain. They asked Guru Samarth, "Guruji, how can we help you?" Guru Samarth replied, "Oh, I am having a severe pain in my stomach. But never mind, you all cannot bring the remedy for it." The disciple asked again, "What is it that we cannot bring? You just tell us and we will bring it for you." Guru Samarth was still hesitating to tell the remedy, but on being forced repeatedly by his disciples, he said, "The only cure for this pain is the fresh milk of live tigress. But don't worry about it. The pain will subside in due course of time." On hearing Guru Samarth's reply, all the disciples were dumbstruck. Shivaji Maharaj left his fort to visit Guru Samarth. He got the news that Guruji had gone to the forest with his disciples. So searching for Guru Samarth, he started wandering in the forest. All of a sudden, he heard someone groaning. He went closer and found out that the noise was coming from a cave. He went inside and saw that his Guru was tossing the floor in pain. He folded his hands and politely asked, "Guruji, what is the cause of your restlessness? Please tell me." Guru Samarth was so much learned and spiritually enlightened that he could see the future. He knew it very well that Shivaji Maharaj was capable of doing the most impossible tasks. He said, "My loving son, I am having severe abdominal pain." Shivaji Maharaj was very much worried to hear this. He was pained to know the agony of his Guru. He could not control himself. He asked, "Is there any medicine for this, Gurudev?" Guru Samarth replied, "No, Shivaba, there is no medicine for this. It is a very rare illness. There is only one remedy, but let it be." Shivaji Maharaj replied, "Gurudev, what do you mean by let it be? Please tell me the remedy. Do not hesitate. I cannot sit quietly without relieving your discomfort." Guru Samarth knew the nature of Shivaji Maharaj. He knew that it was not an easy task to convince Shivaji to sit quietly when his Guru was in so much distress. Yet he tried to dissuade him for some time. Upon being persistently asked, he was compelled to tell about the remedy. He said, "This is a rare type of pain. It will get cured after some time. But I know that you will not be at ease till you know about the medicine. So let me tell you about it. It is the milk of a tigress, that too freshly milked, but it is impossible to get it." Shivaji bowed in front of his Guru and humbly replied, "Guruji, you know that the word impossible is not in the dictionary of the brave Marathas. How can you think that anything can be impossible for a person who has your blessings? I will bring it for you at any cost. Either fresh tigress milk will come or I perish." Saying so, Shivaji Maharaj picked up a kamandal, ascetic spot, bowed down to Guru Samarth and left in search of a tigress. After wandering for some time, his eyes fell on 2 tiger cubs. Shivaji thought, surely their mother must be around. Within seconds, the tigress appeared. On seeing a human being near her cubs, she started growling. Shivaji was capable enough to fight the tigress, but here fighting was not the motive nor could he get what he had come in search of by fighting. Remembering his guru, he gathered courage and folded his hands in front of the tigress and said, "Oh, mother, I have not come here to harm either you or your cubs. I need your milk to cure my guru's illness. Please let me take it. I shall give it to my guru and come back to you. Then if you want, you can eat me." Saying so, he lovingly moved his hands on her back and neck. Here something magical happened. The tigress stopped growling and, like a cat, started to lick Shivaji Maharaj. Shivaji was himself mesmerized to see such a miraculous feat. He said to himself, "When Guru's blessings are there with me, I know God will certainly help me in my endeavor." A realization came to his mind that even mute animals can be won by love. On getting the opportunity, Shivaji milked the tigress and filled the ascetic spot. He bowed down to the tigress with gratitude, patted her on her back, and left the palace. Shivaji went back to the palace where Guru Samarth was still groaning in pain. Keeping the pot in front of him, he bowed down and said, "Guruji, today once again I have come to realize that you are a bridge between me and Almighty God. Since you were and are with me, even the impossible became possible. Here is your medicine. Please take it now because I cannot bear to see you in pain." Guru Samarth smiled and said, "So finally you brought the milk of a tigress. God bless you, Shiva. When there is such a faithful and devoted disciple like you, how can the Guru be in pain for long?" Samarth put his palm on Shivaji's head and looked at the other disciples. Now the disciples realized that if a guru loves a particular disciple, it is because he is worthy of it. He is worthy of that special grace.